I'm not sure I want to show you guys this technique that I believe many streamers are using to cheat, but I think somebody needs to talk about it. It's not any kind of weird third-party software you gotta buy with Bitcoin only. It's not any kind of hacks that you're gonna find on elite PvPers, but it is cheating. So allow me to give you guys the warning. This video is for educational purposes only and should not, under any circumstances, be replicated or reproduced in any form or any fashion by anyone. It will get you banned if you don't know what you're doing. And yes, I think if you decide to use this method as a method to cheat in whatever game you're playing and you receive a ban, it's a well-deserved ban. Now that I got that out of the way, let's start the video. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's weekend was absolutely fantastic. And today's video was inspired by none other than Rara and his recent video that got a lot of traction, highlighting how some, or many in his estimation, are remapping their vertical right stick control, aka their recoil control, to the PS3 gyro mechanism, thus making it possible for them to tilt their controller to control the vertical recoil instead of having to manipulate the right stick while simultaneously using the left stick to move or strafe. Yeah, that's cool and all, and I'm glad the truth seeker type of content's finally hitting Rara's main channel, but honestly, who actually thinks giving the ability to create custom remaps of macros that someone would even choose to control the recoil at all? With the ability to create macros within DS4 and programs like DS4, it's definitely something Rara didn't talk about, so that's going to be the purpose of today's video, to cover the parts that weren't talked about in that widely used method. Now, as far as the point that Rara pointed to about using the gyro and the PS5 controller to control the recoil by tilting your controller, in my opinion, that's actually still up to the player to control the recoil. But more on the point that I'm trying to make here, that if they have the ability to remap the right stick's vertical axis to the gyro, why wouldn't they just create a mouse move macro with randomized delays between inputs? Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Hapa? I'll show you. Now, before I show you again, I just want to explain to you guys that you can and most likely will get banned from games like Apex and Fortnite for using something like this, and there are plenty of cheap providers that specialize and only deal in macros or various software suites like IQ and G-Hub. And unfortunately, a lot of them lead to pretty quick bans, as their delays and macro constraints are easily identifiable when a large number of players are using them. And to be honest, if you decide to use this cheating method that I'm about to explain, you're going to be committing yourself to many hours in the firing range, or even in-game time if the game that you're trying to do this for doesn't have a firing range, so you could dial in all these values. So I may be showing you a new way to cheat, but this is your warning. The following is for educational purposes only. It should not be replicated by anybody. Now that we got that out of the way, let's head over to my IQ software. All right, now here we are in the IQ suite, and remember, it's not just IQ or DS4 Windows. There's tons of other software for virtually any input device. Now, say you wanted to get some Rapidfire like Lucky Chamu with his FAL in this rebirth clip.
So I'll show you guys what it looks like. Chat, I'll show you guys what it looks like with and without. All right, ready? This is what it looks like with out. This is what it looks like in.
Hostile. Watch the sky.
Oh my god.
Makes sense.
All you have to do is come over here to the key assignment tab and then click the little X to exit the software. Then come over here to Google and type in engine owning, and boom, Lucky Shampoo. Like Lucky Shampoo's using DS4 Windows or any other macro for that point. That boy's straight rage hacking. But say you did want to create a recoil mod, such as the gyro remapping one that you saw Rara do, except this one will be automated. So in an attempt to create a recoil mod, that even one that would be determined to be referred to as humanized, meaning the delays between input events are randomized, you'd simply enter a value for each axis and copy and paste the event, and then add a random delay between, say, 11 or 62 milliseconds. For clarification, clarification, I haven't a clue what I just entered, if it's even close or it would even be close. But you can also go to a game or a firing range and record your movements and then go and edit each of these events, or the ones that are incorrect, or also adjust the random delays between the events, thus making it appear as if the inputs were being made manually, because there'll be different values each time. And with the random delays, it becomes more humanized, bringing less attention from an anti-cheat. But in my opinion, eventually one of these machine learning anti-cheats will pick up on a pattern based on constant variables such as delay length. So there you have it. It's not just DS4 Windows, it's any software suite for a third-party controller or mouse and keyboard that gives you the ability to automate the processes that take the time and skill to master. Now, I'm not saying remapping buttons isn't an advantage, but it's definitely not cheating in my opinion. But when you start to break down complex movement techniques that require multiple rapid inputs being made, and you make that ability available with just the press of one button, then yeah, you're cheating in my opinion. And I actually pride myself on my aim in Apex. It takes time and dedication in the firing range to get to a mental point to where the recoil patterns are just second nature to you. But as I've always said, in a group of top level players, when one decides to gain a slight advantage, it's only a matter of a time. If that's left unchecked, others will follow, for the sheer fact of leveling the playing field. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a solid and smash the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so YouTube never lets you miss another upload or when I go live. And with that, you guys have made it through another video. I've been ItsHapa, and in the wise words of one of, if not the greatest football coach to ever grace the gridiron, Paul Bear Bryant, who said, if you believe in yourself and have dedication and pride and never quit, you'll be a winner. The price of victory is high, but so are the rewards. Catch you guys on the next one. Mahalo.
Hold up, little buddy, what is you doing? Finna go hard, hard, hard. Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist. That for the squad, squad, squad. Know they gon' hate, do what I tell them. Get on your jaw, jaw, jaw. Work on smooth, I got the moves. I swear to God, God, God. Hey, I just dropped 200.